صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the series of the Seerah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. Today we are learning about the conquest of Khaybar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let us begin. Khaybar was a bountiful town in Arabia that was rich in crops and groves of date trees. It was a stronghold of the Jewish people. The Jews who had been expelled from Medina went there to take shelter. Khaybar had 7 fortresses, which were manned by 10,000 warriors. The tribe near them, the Gaftan, were also known for their strength. Both tribes joined forces and saw the Muslims as their greatest enemy. When the Prophet returned from Hudaybiyah, there were conflicts with the people of Khaybar. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wanted to put a stop to this, and so he gathered his soldiers, which was a much smaller group than Khaybar had, and marched to battle. They besieged Khaybar and they continued for 2 weeks until one evening the Prophet told his companions, "Tomorrow I will appoint the one under whose command Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant us victory." This means he would choose one of his companions to lead, and this would be the person who is victorious. The next morning, the Prophet trusted Hazrat Ali alayhi salam with this responsibility. He asked him to make an offer to the Jews that if they turned to Islam, they would be left alone. But they did not agree to this. And so Hazrat Ali alayhi salam, displaying great bravery, led the attack against the Khaybar fort. This lasted for 20 days. 93 Jews and 15 Muslims died, and the Jews surrendered. They pleaded with the Prophet not to kick them out of Khaybar. The Muslims agreed to this on the condition that the Jews sent half of their harvest of dates to Medina. When it was time for the harvest, Abdullah ibn Rawaha went to Khaybar to receive their half of the crops. He asked the Jews to take their share first, and this gesture impressed the Jews, who praised the Muslims for their trustworthiness. Following on from this, the Muslims made their first pilgrim to Mecca, as was agreed in the Hudaybiyah Treaty. However, they were later attacked by the Meccans and their allies. This broke the rules of the treaty, and so the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam led a large army of around 10,000 Muslims to Mecca. The Meccans were no match for the Muslims, and they soon gave up. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't make things worse and declared that there would be peace amongst them. He went to the Kaaba and destroyed all the idols, declaring that the truth has now arrived. Isn't it fascinating to learn about how the first Umrah went? Islam has a rich history. Subhanallah. Next time we will learn about the battles of Hunain, Taif, and the Book. I hope to see you then, inshallah.
صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.